We begin the day's other headlines with a rare visit to Haiti by America's top diplomat. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is the highest-ranking U.S. official to visit the Caribbean nation since 2015. Blinken met with top officials just a day after Haiti's government extended a state of emergency to the entire country. He said that Haiti has taken critical steps towards organizing elections next year. Haiti last held elections in 2016, and officials blame ongoing gang violence and political upheaval for the delay in a new vote. Gangs currently control about 80% of the capital of Port-au-Prince. Ukraine has a new top diplomat amid a broader shakeup of President Volodymyr Zelensky's government. Andriy Sybiha is taking over as foreign minister. The former ambassador to Turkey will be tasked with pushing Ukraine's Western allies for continued support in its fight against Russia. His appointment follows the resignation of 5 top officials as Zelensky seeks to bring, quote, new energy to the war effort. For his part, Russian President Vladimir Putin told an economic forum today that Ukraine's recent incursion into Russia's Kursk region has been a misguided effort.
Our armed forces have stabilized the situation and have begun to gradually push it out of the border areas. By transferring their fairly large and well-trained units to our border areas, the enemy has weakened itself in key areas and our troops have accelerated offensive operations.
Separately, the Justice Department has charged a former advisor to Donald Trump's 2016 campaign for work he did for a sanctioned Russian TV network. Authorities say Dmitry Simes and his wife accepted more than $1 million from Russia's Channel One since 2022 and then laundered the proceeds. Simes also made frequent TV appearances in the U.S. over the years, including on this program. If convicted, they could face up to 20 years in prison. An Olympic marathon runner has died after a domestic violence attack in which her partner doused her with gasoline and set her on fire. A police official in Kenya, where Rebecca Cheptegei trains, says that the attack happened during a disagreement over land on Sunday. Friends of Cheptegei note that this isn't the first tragedy to affect female athletes in Africa.
I can say we are still in shock and we are in pain, especially as athletes. And this thing happening in Kenya, this is the second time an athlete is being attacked. Now it has come to Rebecca, so we are not happy.
Cheptegei competed in the Paris Olympics less than a month before she was killed, finishing in 44th place. Rebecca Cheptegei was 33 years old. Here in the U.S., FBI agents have reportedly searched the homes this week of at least 3 top deputies to New York City Mayor Eric Adams. They're said to include the Deputy Mayor for Public Safety, Philip Banks, Timothy Pearson, who advises the mayor on public safety, and Sheena Wright, the first deputy mayor, seen here with the mayor last year. The searches are the latest legal trouble for Mayor Adams. Last year, federal agents seized his phones and iPad in relation to a corruption investigation into campaign financing. Adams has denied any wrongdoing. Sky-high temperatures are suffocating the West Coast, triggering heat warnings from Washington state to Southern California. And things are only heating up. Tomorrow, Los Angeles is expected to see its hottest day in 4 years, with some areas reaching 118 degrees. The heat has also sparked wildfire warnings. One blaze has already burned through more than 3,000 acres just north of Lake Tahoe. Hundreds of residents were ordered to evacuate the area. Ticketmaster is under investigation in the United Kingdom for prices it set for a reunion tour of the 90s band Oasis. The UK's competition watchdog is looking into what it calls dynamic pricing, which causes ticket costs to fluctuate based on demand. Fans say that caused them to pay more than double the face value of their tickets last week when they went up for sale. The watchdog says Ticketmaster may have breached the UK's consumer protection laws and engaged in unfair commercial practices. On Wall Street today, stocks struggled as investors remain anxious ahead of tomorrow's August jobs report. The Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped more than 200 points, or about 0.5%. The Nasdaq managed a small gain, adding around 40 points. The S&P 500 ended about 16 points lower on the day. And U.S. soccer superstar Alex Morgan has announced she is retiring. The 35-year-old two-time World Cup champion and Olympic gold medalist was one of the national team's most dominant scorers. She was also a driving force in the fight for equal pay. Morgan was one of 5 players who sued U.S. Soccer in 2019 in a case that led to both the women's and men's national teams getting equal pay. In a farewell video posted on social media, she reflected on her career.
Soccer has been a part of me for 30 years, and it was one of the first things that I ever loved. And I gave everything to this sport, and what I got in return was more than I could have ever dreamed of. Success for me is defined by never giving up and giving your all.
Morgan is also expecting her second child. She'll play one final game with her team, the San Diego Wave, on Sunday. Still to come on the NewsHour, displaced Israeli students start a new school year in the shadow of war. The battle between Disney and DirecTV that's leaving customers in the dark. And Team USA's Olympic success gives some lesser-known sports a big boost.
This is the PBS NewsHour from WETA Studios in Washington and in the West from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State University.